let's dig into those cannabis myths, half-truths, and bro science today. Scotty, is it real? Scotty Real, what's happening?
Hey, it's a little real, okay? This was fun, man. We started digging. There's a lot of bro science, whether it's in cannabis culture or in cannabis growing, right? Molasses sweetens your buds, bro.
Yeah, I dig. I like some of it. Yeah, let's dabble in the culture and the grow room. Is Banner hanging?
Banner is hanging, sir. Yeah, Banner is. He's packing nugs, brother. Packing nugs.
You cannot supposed to see that.
No, we can't see it, man. We have no idea what's happening over there, man. Grambo.
Yo.
So what are you doing with your hands?
I am running. I'm playing the digital piano over here, baby. Tickling them IRVs.
Yeah.
Is it bro time that Banner's a grower because he's wearing a grower's cocoa hat? Like if you wear a canna hat, like does that mean your attitude grows hoodie? Dear God, you can definitely be a grower.
A tie-dye shirt. I mean, just, yeah. What? I know that's the guy you ask for weed right there, okay? That's the guy.
It's a grow show.
I love it. Man, where's y'all's robes, man? You slept in that? You just rolled out of bed, man. Dude's all right, man.
We have to drive, so like we have to be in public. You can't go to the truck stop in a robe.
Grambo just showed up from the club.
My hands still smell like
All right. Good morning, BGC.
I believe you can go anywhere in a robe, just to correct Grambo there. Props on.
Yeah, but you're the dude.
Like,
the dude can go in a robe.
Yeah, that's not for everybody.
Come on, man. Let's fire up these stereotypes, man. I started thinking of these, and I could have gone for 20 or 30. There's infinite amount of cannabis stereotypes, but if we got to start with the first one, or if I should say, man, it's got to be the lazy stoner, right? The lazy stoner, I don't know, isn't that what we've always had? Always had a fight against something?
I want to say, is that really still alive? Like, do people really still think that? And then I forget there's still places where, I just had a trip to Tennessee to bring me back into some reality of the way people think in different parts. We have a big country. There's a lot of different, ways people think about cannabis still. I was just jaded living in Colorado for so long, but man, I hope not. It is proven wrong in so many ways that it's not, kills your brain cells, totally screws up your lungs. But I think it's fully been debunked.
Yeah, and makes you lazy. That's the big one. And let's get straight. Let's be honest. It absolutely can. I have to have rules about weed at work. I have a few different companies, and some of the companies, man, if you let people, smoke all day long, sometimes the quality will go down. And other aspects, Grambo,
yes,
you can smoke all day long. Banner. Your work goes up. But yeah, man, if I've got the bamboo company, people making packages and putting things in packages and checking off checklists and orders. Yeah, that kind of, so it's, it can make you, I don't know, it can make you a bit slack, right? It's up to you.
Strain dependent.
No, it's person dependent. It says, hey, man, you know what? I'm either going to smoke this at lunch, but I'm going to go back and I made a little checklist for myself to make sure I don't make mistakes because I know I might be stoned, or I'm going to wait till after lunch till I smoke this, till I get my real complicated work done. For some reason, I wait till right before we do this show to smoke.
I feel you. No, yes. I do have my accessory. I'm hold it like that one politician, I think Bob Dole or something, always had a
had the pants. Had the pay, right?
The brain cell one brings me back because I believe there was a campaign, probably one of those mad campaigns. I remember people being like, dude, we'd will kill your brain cells. A lot of shit. And my response usually be a lot of shit kills your brain cells. And we have a lot of them. So luckily we don't even use them. We got spares. But executive producer, Bad River Farms, shout out executive producer. Thanks for the support. Says, I think a big one was that weed kills brain cells. The study was done with monkeys that had full head helmets, pumped the weed smoke into the helmets for 8 minutes. So the monkeys had to breathe smoky air with almost no.
Where did it come from?
It's just a bad AI picture.
Whoa, that is awesome.
The joint isn't even.
Not an actual photo.
It's like in his chin. Yeah, this is not stock footage.
Wow.
No animals
So-
were harmed in the making of this.
So I don't eat shrooms, man. Every time I close my eyes, this shows up.
The monkeys lost brain cells due to being oxygen deprived for 8 minutes, not the weed. I remember I was trying to find a picture of it because I've seen them before, and I came up with that fun AI image, of course. But where they had these globes, I think, over the monkeys' head. You couldn't even see their heads in them. They're just like full of smoke. I'm like, let's see if it kills some brain cells.
Hang on. Dude, did you just say you did that AI image?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Whoa. I mean, now what would I believe in, man? If the dude's using AI, what do I believe in now?
Oh, the monkeys. All right, so talk about it.
Yeah.
I got another one here.
It's not perfect yet, all right, Banner?
Perfect. Excuse me. Let me back up. Point two. I just killed some brain cells, I guess. So you can use cannabis and you can't use cannabis and be in recovery, whether we're saying what, like from other drugs, alcohol, like across the board.
Yeah. This was one of the first ones that I put up because I won't mention anybody specifically by name, but I know a few DGC that are in recovery. They used to do a lot harder drugs. A lot of them, like we say, alcohol is the gateway drug. Man, there's a lot of them that they had to stop drinking. And we were always told, right? If you're going to stop, you have to stop everything. If you take one drink or one toke, you'll get instantly addicted again. And that's not the case.
It researched a quote Steve-O from Jackass. And I don't think brains typically work like this, but he's like, I want to smoke weed. I'd love to smoke weed. But guess what? Like my weed bone's connected to my alcohol bone. My alcohol bone's connected to my coke bone, and my coke bone's connected to my pill bone.
That's not the case with a lot of people, though. A lot of people. I've had a guy, and he used to be a heroin addict, and he just looked at the joint and he goes, "This is all I need now." This was a long time ago, and I was 20 years ago, and I was like, really? I have talked to so many people that I'll call it in recovery. I don't know if that's the correct terminology, but that used to be on really hard drugs and now are really into cannabis. And maybe they've taken that same obsession, poured it into cannabis, but you can only smoke so much, and it's not destructive.
It's plants. Like I know a DDC. You know this DDC as well, and he grows the dank, but also he has like open LEDs in his living space with all types of different plants, succulents, and things going on. And it's just not just we say having the herb; it's the act of growing and having things around you that you've made look good that need you. They need you. This is a totally artificial environment for them. Is very rewarding.
I think there's something around having life around you.
I agree. And something needing you and having a connection with something.
Yeah.
Man, I was just reading this book yesterday. I think I have it. I think it's Planto Sapiens or something. And it was talking about, dude, you used to have that mimosa plant that would fold up when you touched it, right?
Yeah, sensitive plant.
The sensitive plant. Yeah, it learns that you're messing with it. The guy, the scientist paid someone to drive around with it all day, bouncing it. It was actually from the 1800s on a horse and carriage until it was exhausted. And then after a while, it knew it was messing with it and goes, whatever. I'm not even closing. Just,
But
plants can think.
On top of that, I don't know if I agree fully because does that plant also, it takes a plant. I can only imagine how much energy to actually fold its leaves a couple times before it has enough energy to do it again. I think it ties into that as well. I have a comment though from Producer. And these are from Scotty's post. He's making a post every week for your producers to comment on and help build the show. As producer, I love it. Thank you for contributing. Get in the pool 27. Says a big one for me is recovery belief that an alcoholic shouldn't smoke ganja. I spent 21 years dry and miserable. This plant's let me live alcohol-free and the happiest and most satisfied days possible. Never a frown that can't be turned upside down with a little attitude adjustment.
There you go. I agree 100%.
Busted.
I mean, think about it. What would happen, for alcoholics? I think a lot of times they'd say, oh, man, you got to be kidding me. Shit, I need a drink. and they'd go pop a beer or do a shot or 2 or 4. Man, now you can say, you know what, man, holy crap, I can't believe the IRS just sent me this letter. I need an attitude adjustment. Let me roll a joint or smoke a bowl and sit down and deal with this. And it's a lot different than dealing with it when you're wasted drunk or not dealing with it.
I'm in the middle of that right now. My buddy, Church of Cannabis Nate, like everyone knows, I always talk about how, like, in the early aughts, I used cannabis to get off opioids. But Church Nate, he moved here because he was an alcoholic living in St. Louis, hated all of his existence. I was like, dude, move to Denver. All I do is smoke weed. You can hang out with me. There's no pressure to drink. And now over the last 3 years, he's completely off of it. Doesn't bother him anymore. He's completely on the cannabis. Now he consumes a preposterous amount of cannabis, but he's no worse for wear after doing that.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't know that about you, Grambo.
Yeah. For me personally, I used edibles to get off of opioids. And then, Church Nate, he just smokes. He's got a pipe bong. He has a bong, he'll load a pipe, and then he puts the pipe in the bong and he smokes this. Like, what are you doing? But he's not drinking, and the kid's healthy and happy and working hard. So, it's human dependent. I don't know which one you dude or Banner said it, but human dependent.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I have, let's take it to the next point here.
Please do.
Sativa versus indica.
Oh, you know what? So we were doing some, the first few the first couple I figured were cultural. But, man, we are all growers, so I figured we'd progress into growing. And first, come on, all weeds the same, or a sativa gets you high, indica makes you chill. I mean, that's pretty cliche at this point now.
It's beyond cliche, and they still do it.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like at the
dispos. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Beyond cliche.
Still doing it.
Well, it sounds like a T-shirt, man.
There are obviously fat, squatty, thick-leaved plants that don't grow super tall, and there are obviously plants that, are wispy and they grow according to their environment. I have a comment. Let me give it up to Angus 420.
Sure.
When he says the sativa and indica myth, that sativa or indica determines the effects. Sativa grows taller with thin, ridged leaves because of the environment it originated in, allowing for better airflow and higher humidity. Areas and the lighter color of green allows it to take in lighting as it needs, where the indica grows short, bushy, with broad, dark leaves. That's a good point, man. I have some indicas right now. Wait, I can't say that. Are we saying right now I can't say that?
No, well, they're all hybrids, whether it's indica dominant or sativa dominant, I think is, probably.
I believe it was Robert Connell Clark wrote the book on this like 20 years ago. And he said that all plants are sativa, and that he determined it narrow leaf drug variety of cannabis and thin leaf drug variety of cannabis. And so I've always taken that on as the mantra of indica sativa. They're all cannabis sativa. Indica is a subspecies of that. And then all strains are cultivars, obviously.
Robert Bonham Clark.
You don't know Robert Connell Clark? He wrote the Ethnobotany of Cannabis. There's a book that came out in the late 90s. He was the godfather of hash study. And I can't believe
Godfather. Frenchy Cannoli's the godfather of hash, man. All right, mic drop.
Cannabis Ethnobotany is the book. I encourage checking it out.
Cool.
Let's give a quick shout out to the official sponsor of the show, Real Growers Recharge. If you want bigger roots and bigger fruits, you've got to check out Recharge. It's like an instant compost tea loaded with millions of beneficial soil microbes. It's easy to use. Just mix it with water, apply once a week to your plants. It works with any nutrients, and you can see the difference in 48 hours. Get stronger, healthier plants with Real Growers Recharge at realgrowers.com. Coupon code DUDE. Again, keep it real. And go to realgrowers.com. Coupon code DUDE will hook you up. All right, back to the show. All right, keep that mic handy, Scotty. You might have to drop it for Doja Ridge Producer. Says there was a time when these strains existed only in micro-geographical regions. Equatorial sativas all have strong, similar traits with subtle differences. Call them whatever you name desire. We called them sativa. Today, after man has hoard out strains, your statement is generally true. Now, what does that mean? How did we...
Is horse such an ugly word, isn't it, dude? We've developed it, right? We've worked them.
We've worked them. These are working girls.
Grandma, that's pretty addictive, man. Right?
It feels good, right? It feels powerful.
When everything is crossed, things will become similar. A person's endocannabinoid system plays a much bigger part in the user's experience. A person with a high tolerance, this is also known as your body is still processing excess cannabinoids. Like if you're saturated, like Grambo's body is always processing excess cannabinoids.
Yeah.
It says you're not going to have the same experience as the same person who has low cannabinoids in their system or a different endocannabinoid system. Every one of us personally proved this. If you need to test it, take a 3-day THC break. As that's true, don't you guys? If you're all if you stop toking for 3, 4, or even a full 36 hours, maybe that first high is like, ooh, you're
high. Yes, absolutely. What is that? Your endocannabinoid system is just saturated. It only takes a couple days for the receptors to unsaturate.
The literal receptors get clogged. You only have so many receptors, and if every single one, then it can't uptake anymore. So it's and that's true. Remember, I took that little break like 2 weeks off of edibles.
Yeah, that's what I was.
I sat here with you and Kenny, and you guys were like, "Are you all right?" I was like, "Yeah, I only took like 200, bro," and I'm time traveling.
You look gray without.
Already, I heard through the grapevine, Aquaponic Steve is going to have surprise. We're not surprised, like a sublingual type powder, or you can mix it in a drink that makes you not high anymore if you need it.
Yeah, you got some of that. You got some of the veteran stuff right in front of you, Scott.
So what if you have that stuff when you're sober?
I just take the isolate, man. That's all I need is a little bit of isolate. That was in the drink.
That was like, all right, I gave Scotty a few grams of CBD isolate.
Yes.
Doja Ridge.
I need more of this, man.
Right, quickly back to Doja Ridge here. Your 3H THC break is done. You're ready to get high. He says, smoke a joint of good Durban. That rocket ship ride will be much different from strawberry banana super poof crossed with 30 sock bunk kush BS. So I guess that's tying to also if I take a break and I smoke some brick weed when I'm on vacation in Mexico, which I've only been on there once, but it got me pretty damn high.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, man. I've gotten high out brick weed, especially if you ain't smoked for a couple days, man.
I just like, do you have any banana super brew crossed with dirty sock bunk kush? Like, is making a point of some of the naming system. Do we like how far we've come with it? Do we like, or should we have it named more like pharmaceutical crap, or is it cool?
Yes. As soon as we hand it over to Big Pharma, they're going to give us, come on, what's the worst Big Pharma? Like I'll see these names and I'll be like, what's Plavix? It's things. Yeah, it just does. The words don't make any sense. They must have like a Big Pharma generator. Yeah.
Spit out names for you.
Yeah. Give us some comments.
Zypemplo.
I mean, they already ruined it with Marinol. I mean, that wasn't really Marinol.
They're not good at the words. They're not good at it.
It is funny though when you see like legit scientific studies and they're like, oh, we took the super boof and times, and it's like, man, this is a legit PubMed study talking about animal cookies. We took animal cookies and
we don't want your science in here. All right. That's why we named it Super Boof. Okay.
Goddamn right.
Come on. You want to do a little grow stuff, man?
I'll leave this next one. What are you?
This one's just nostalgic. I mean, the old school growers are out there. There used to be this product at the Hydro store called Sensi Soak, and you used to soak your seeds in it, and it would make them female. And it was such bullshit, man. It was such BS, but it was kind of funny that they sold that stuff. And before Google, you might have believed it, right?
I wonder what it actually was.
That's what.
Let me guess.
Let me ask.
It's probably like a gibberellic acid sort of solution or something.
All right. What was Sensi Soak?
The Rocat is agreed with you. So it's the same thing. People that think they can tell the sex of a cannabis seed. I mean, I guess that's a little different. If you're saying, is there any way you could look or have any idea that seed looks female just by the looks of it?
Bro, what do you think it was? What do you think Sensi Soak was? It was formulated with pink Himalayan salt and Epsom salts.
What?
I guess. I don't know.
Just salt water?
Oh, man.
I might be. I don't know.
Okay.
I might not. I'll let it go. Wow, that's crazy. The interwebs sometimes lie.
It's not a good sign when you're a grower and you have fungus gnats over in your grow. Like, there's plant, I don't like it. One went by me.
Oh,
you got flyers going by it?
Oh, no.
Man, I should put it up. I took the best picture. I was in my grow. A fungus gnat landed on the sticky trap, and I caught him or her being, oh no, And just right from the start, from the second they were there, and I was like, oh, it's great pictures. I'm taking pictures. Just going, oh. And I literally felt bad for the fungus gnat.
Nah.
And I was impressed with my camera, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad about that.
I like this next one because I don't know if I fully agree with it. Clean smoke, man. Flushing my buds at the end. I'm going to flush them real good so it smokes pure.
Yeah.
That's kind of true.
Uh,
Today, I'm going to shout out Canna, Coco, and Canna in general, man. Actually, we're going to be going out here soon and to see Michigan Matt. November 1st, I believe, is a Saturday. We almost have all the details ironed out on our meetup. You want to get those details, I'm going to make you go to realddc.com and you'll see them there. But we'll let you know as soon as we have our meetup on lockdown. We're going to do like a 3 or 4 hour smoke out meetup with the local metro tri area, something like that, DGC.
with the crew. And with the crew.
Yeah, and seeing, I'll just let you know, when Michigan Matt was on our live, and I believe if I'm quoting him right, we were talking to him about running, when you're running a commercial facility, 250 lights, you are looking at the budget on a spreadsheet. So to hear he's running Canna, which is a premium line, he's like, dude, a lot of people run just salts, like just powders. He's like, but I swear I do not get the same flavor out of different strains. Like, or is running it's just more of a specific nutrient to help get what he's achieving. So shout out to Canna, going to see him soon and excited to tour a big grow, bro. I haven't been in a big, like 200 liter grow in a long time. Have you?
Nah, it's been a bit. Tell you what, I have been on the phone to shout out to our friend Chet from Canna, because I said to him, hey man, my real buck is I'm just about to set up again and I don't want to run anything but Canna Coco. Because cocoa is one of them things where you can get lesser quality. It can have, wow, who's that guy? Grambo. I want to be that guy.
It's Scotty Wonder.
Ooh, I see laws.
All you need in that is some, next time, take blue sunglasses down, please.
Hey. Shout out to our boy.
Anyway, man, Canna Coco is what I use when you do. And I'm a big fan of cocoa. When you check out Cocoa Core, it's got to be buffered. You got to take the calcium and magnesium, push out all the sodium that's usually naturally in there. And Canna does a good job. I ain't got to worry about doing it myself. Let's talk about Super Boof, man. Times Gelinade, all right?
We have a half truth here. More light, more nutrients, more yield. Let's give it more of everything. I want more weight. Let's do it. Is this true or half true?
Mo. If they're in balance, right? What are we talking about? The yield limiting factors, right? It depends what's your yield limiting factor. If you got tons of light and tons of food, do you have enough CO2?
I have a learn in public grow question with that, because I was talking with some growers on realddc.com, and basically your plant has a DLI, daily light interval, right?
Integral.
Thank you, integral.
I don't know.
So that being, once a plant reaches its DLI, because sometimes you'll go into the grow room, like if your lights, this grower I believe was growing autos and was leaving the lights on 24, but he'd say eventually, like it was, I don't know how many hours into the light cycle, maybe it was 19 after 18, but the leaves would start to, like, they're fading down. They're not peaking anymore. They're like tired. I'm like, maybe that means at that point you might as well shut your lights off, or you just wasting power.
Yeah. I mean, the daily light integral is the amount of light that your plant, like the maximum amount of light that your plant is physically equipped to absorb and photosynthesize in a day. And it's, if you have, it also has a lot to do with if it's using CO2, so yeah, you could be wasting a lot of energy if you're going over your DLI.
Cool. Watch your plant, learn to watch your plant, just talk with it, dance with it.
It is so crazy. Dude, they really do go to sleep, man. I have cameras in my room, and I'll look at night, and they're kind of like night vision cameras. And I'm like, oh, what's wrong with my plants? It's all laying down and everything. The leaves are laying down. They really do sleep and wake up. And when they do that, they do different things. They translocate, they move all those sugars that they made during the day via photosynthesis. And they move them all around, move them to the roots.
Yeah. You're just making me think about cameras in your grow room. You made me think about security. And I was like, oh, cameras. I think that's what I think you should say. I have cameras in my grow room with alarms and lasers.
Oh,
you got?
I'm grabbing my camera. I've got cameras all over the place, man. If Banner tries to steal any of my weed, It's like some $50 camera I got though, but it does. It follows around. If anybody comes in, it'll alert you. It was $50 freaking dollars, man. All right. You can put one of these in your grow. Freaking awesome.
Yeah. Anytime you got to say on Alibaba, like anytime you quote the price of something, say on
Alibaba. No, it's Amazon. We have Amazon here, dude. Nobody shops anywhere.
I'm just messing with you. I know sometimes you'll tell me that the hot deals. I like it. Take it back to grow. HPS always grows better weed than LEDs.
Yeah.
And it depends. So you're saying this is a myth?
You've never heard people say this? None of you guys have ever heard people say that before?
Oh,
a million.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard them say some strains are more adapt to run under HPS, which that sounds like bro science to me if I was like a full on, bachelor's degree botany dude.
Well, what is it? I mean, it's light photons, right? It's just a combination of light photons. So HPS has some infrared in it. It's got a lot of red. No, the UV I think is usually blocked by the light, by the bulb and the casing. But it's got the infrared and it's got a lot of deep and far reds, and those are very energetic. That's where photosynthesis they're most efficient is in that red zone. So you're getting a lot of bang for the buck there.
Turpicana Kyle is one of the guys that I hear that'll always defend HPS, and one of his talking points is light intensity, that the LEDs can't match the amounts. And I asked him, exactly. I asked him, and I was like, "What about intensity? Do you think?" And he goes, "I don't know, bro. I'm not a scientist."
I'm running 1300 ppfd now, man. It's the first time I've ran it that hard in my room, and I've adapted the plants this time. I didn't burn them. I'm kind of psyched to see what happens. With a lot of CO2, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Great point, Banner.
What else we got here? We've got microbes, man. I used to hear this from growers all the time. They'd come in the grow store and they'd spend a lot of money on a nutrient line called synthetic. And then they'd be like, no, I don't. If I get microbes, because those were pretty expensive. Everything was expensive in the hydro store back in the day.
Sure.
I'm going to kill them because these are chemical nutrients. They're going to kill my natural living microbes, right?
I mean, there is some truth to it. And there are certainly microbes that work with synthetic nutrients, i.e. recharge, bacillus, trichoderma. Remember mycorrhizae? They would have just those microcrystals and all that stuff, or whatever, the granulars. Man, mycorrhizae does not like a whole bunch of salts. It is a fungus. And if you have something where you've got, 1,000 parts per million of salts in your fertilizer, and then you try to get mycorrhizae to establish itself, it won't, man. So there is some, some truth to that. But if you take mycorrhizae and apply it to your clones, and then continually apply it and let it grow with your root system, then it learns how to grow with those salts. So there's half truth to it, but we all know that microbes certainly work with synthetic nutrients. Just got to use them right.
Half truth. It was labeled a myth. We have to make things smarter.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you take the microbes, a lot of times in organic situations like mycorrhizae, it's this fungus that mines has these little root hairs, and it mines these, makes these microtransactions of nutrients. And it does that because the plant's signaling that it needs nutrients. If the plant is loaded with nutrients, it's not going to signal that mycorrhizae to go out and make a transaction, send sugar and energy down to feed it. It's going to be like, no, I'm loaded.
It's not going to squeeze out some exudates.
Ain't going to exudate, man.
That's what I think. All right, tell me about sweeteners here. This one I would hear a lot in the hydro store, man. Like, you got to get we got to sweeten up that bud at the end. Just use some water and molasses.
Thank you, man. This one drives me nuts too. Molasses will make your bud sweeter, bro.
It's all about bricks.
It's so funny. It is about bricks, man. But no, excuse me. Molasses is microbe food. Microbes eat these simple sugars that are in molasses, and then they multiply. When they multiply, they'll hold on to nutrients. Like microbes, like bacteria, they love salty environments. I mean, to an extent, you can't, we're not salting the earth here, but if you just have, 1,000 ppm, somewhere around there, all that salt nutrient sticks to the microbes. They adsorb it, which sticks to them, and then they bring it right to the root zone, kind of like nature's slow release. So, man, yeah, there's a lot of madness.
Adsorb. That's a good word.
Adsorb is outside, and then absorb is inside.
You suppose the etymology of assault, like assaulted, you suppose that comes from like oversalting things to hurt them?
Wow.
It's interesting.
I do wonder, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I know when I used to work at the grocery stores, General Hydroponics had product. They'd rotate their sweetener. They'd be like, oh, they'd have pineapple, banana, like grape, and they'd be available for like limited times. And some growers would swear like it doesn't necessarily give it that flavor. It just gives it a little bit of this flavor. And really all it is micro, like, yeah, you can't infuse the fruit flavors in your herb.
Yes. Microbes eat molasses, though.
They sell stuff for that.
That's probably what it was, though,
That
man. It
has
was
the
probably
flavor
like
in it.
fake flavoring. Like you put in my peach tea. You want peach flavored weed? Remember they used to just put stuff and not put it on the label? They'd be like, hey, as long as we don't list it on the label, it's okay.
Isn't there a whole line of that stuff? There's like a grape flavor. I forget the brand.
Yeah, there is. You're 100%
I don't know if
right.
it's still around either.
Yeah.
now you just have spray terps. F it.
Yeah, right. Why would I do that? Isn't there something we can spray on them, Scotty?
There is.
Here, GHCP. THCP.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. All right,
One more.
on,
Stress.
man.
Is this admit stress is going to equal some raw steam bud? Let's stress these ladies out a little bit. Well, get some dank nugs. I think there's definitely some truth to this. Stress.
There is. There is, man. There is. But what do they say? Like a little stress working out is good for you. Getting beaten half to death, not so much. You know what I mean? So you got to give them a little bit of stress so they can recover a little bit stronger. Like when you water stress, they get dry. Roots go out there reaching for more water. They expand, but then they don't dry out. You give them more water. If you do controlled stress, hell yeah, that'll work. But yeah, too much stress. I mean, go put some, too much UVB on there. Let me know how that works out for you.
And does that come from super cropping as well? Like where you'd break the branches and they develop a knuckle,
What sends auxins. All of a sudden you're like, oh my God, dude, this thing's going to break. Send some emergency, send every bit of hormone that you have. Set it up to heal this.
Yeah, truth.
That's like this ice bath. Well, you're watering ice water to mimic, a cold rain. I just feel like that's like microbe torture. Like they're going to freak out. They're going to shut down. They're like, oh my God, what happened?
They're going to slow down, but maybe that's what you want. Do you want it? The microbes. I mean, the microbes are going to slow down anyway if the plant is senescing. But I don't know. You think there's some that cold water stress? Do you guys think there is anything to that? I've never done that one.
I find it hard to believe that it's going to make a difference. Maybe it does technically increase it, but I really wonder how much.
Yeah, I'm curious too. DGC, let us know, man. Cold water stress, specifically that treatment. Has anyone done it? Has it done anything for you? Grambo? Can we talk about the cold slowing down the chlorophyll, right?
Sure. And but it depends. I would want to do it very, very, very late because you're going to shock the hell out of
Very late. Last 2-3 days. Yes. That's what I think. That's the only reason I could think to do this at the very end.
Don't be mean to your plants.
Yeah, I would not do that in the middle of a grow.
Yeah, I grew with very cold water accidentally one winter, and my yields went down about 60%.
I mean, think about what the water is coming out of.
Cold water. How cold?
Very cold. Like I started boiling water to pour into my reservoir cold.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was a rough winter that winter.
Situation.
Yeah.
Sounds like it. Like running water. You're like boiling ice. The water you're playing.
I was boiling water, dumping it in the res. My girlfriend thought I was insane, but I was like, baby, it's money.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. Water comes out of my hose cold.
Supposedly at room temperature, though, right?
No, mine, it's cold in there, man. I got
Because it's from the res, though. Doesn't it stabilize at room temperature?
Oh, I'm sorry. That does. I mean, like when I just filled a 2-gallon watering can to water my clones and all that stuff. All of a sudden,
You don't warm it up at all?
I don't normally, and I'm going to start, man.
Interesting. I always try to make it not so cold.
Yeah.
But not hot either. Like,
I did not consider that.
yeah, am I the only one that does that?
I'm changing, bro.
Do you care about your temperature of your feed water, dude?
You should, yes.
Yeah, I take
when I'm running my garage room, the reservoir is wrapped in that foam insulation. that you can get at the hardware store, and then it's like a foil, but that's taped on there. And then also, poor Grambo didn't know about aquarium heaters back in the day, I suppose. And yeah, I keep it right around upper 60s or so, at least 70 probably in the winter.
It was taken for granted. I was like, oh, my water's always so stable every year. But one winter, something happened and it came out cold as hell and I wasn't paying attention. Lesson learned.
pH varies with water temperature as well, doesn't it?
Not that I'm aware of.
No? Okay.
Not that I'm aware of, but ready, Grambo? 68 degrees, the perfect water temperature for growing weed. Mic drop.
Respect.
Most amount of available dissolved oxygen. Thank you very much.
We want you to come on over and join us at realdgc.com. I wanted to remind you all, membership is free, guys. We have a great growing community over there for real. Check out these groups. You're going over there to ask a grow question, hang out and grow talk, throw down some memes. We have 4,000 active growers over there. No censorship. Realdgc.com. Membership is free. Come on over and hang out. Step up and become a producer. Get those grower dividends. You'll see what I'm talking about. Check out realdgc.com. Get grow strong, yo.
Out of available dissolved oxygen. Thank you very much.
I need a studio prop. What else do they drop? What should I get, Grambo? I can't just copy the mic. Like, I need some other
You
type
should
of...
throw something.
You know,
You got to throw something.
get like a referee whistle or something. Like, well, science, poof.
So it's time to give thanks, Scotty, because if you're listening to this on the day it's put out, it's Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend. It's Thanksgiving on Monday. We do it right up here. So
Wait, that doesn't feel right. Thanksgiving is an American thing, right?
Turkeys in Canada?
We made peace with the Indians or the first persons, and we all shared a turkey, and it was beautiful.
The NHL season starts, doesn't it? No, for real. I think it does start this weekend.
It's a national holiday.
Anyway, I'm giving thanks to the DGC producers. What's up, producers making the show happen? RealDGC.com is our clubhouse, man. Anybody can get a hold of me over there. Send me a message. Let me know what's up. Talk some grow. And if you go to RealDGC.com/upgrade, signing up here, $10 a month. Your grower dividends are big time. Real Growers is 30% off. We're hooking up genetics every week, live and preserved on RealDGC.com. We got VIP content and really the good feeling about supporting the show. You guys make it happen. Like Bud, I love this. Bud Swiper, no swiping.
No swiping, man.
That's funny.
Oh, I didn't realize, man. We got a big pharma sponsor for this next one. All right. The next Dude Grow show is sponsored by X-Benerex. Right? X-Benerex by Pfizer.
I think it's just Beamer.
X-Bemerex.
Beam, but the X-Bemerex would be a hilarious pharmaceutical
It
problem.
does sound like something.
But yeah, Beamer.
Because rectal bleeding.
Thank you, producer. A Beamer or X-Bemerex. What up? Oh, Cannabis. Hooking it up. I got to say, man, Cannabis has got microdose and the right milligrams, and that was a good time camping this weekend. It was a good time. We also got about 4 pounds of chanterelles out of the wood. Shout out, Cannabis. Thank you for those shroomies.
What? 4 pounds of mushrooms?
Illegal chanterelle mushrooms, thank you.
It's culinary, sir.
Yes.
Who else we got?
Come on, we got a little pot ninja, deep forest dweller, and then come on, I will give the mic drop to Pack NW Dan, all right, who's responsible for the mic drops.
Like it.
Yes, I got 2 identical mics, man, the same week, all right? But thank you, Dan. I keep your note right here.
Don't forget, producers, you get 20% off merch. Your coupon code is in the folder or the group, DGC discounts and giveaways. And DDC merch is available. RealDDC.com/merch. Banner was asking me before the show, where the hell are the hoodies? It's getting chilly out there. I mean, damn it. Behind the gun, like just behind the gun on it. Is that what they say? We're behind the gun, behind the ball? We're just not.
I think you're under the gun. You're behind the 8 ball or under the gun.
Something, yes. We
Yes.
do have, I think, a few odd sizes over there. But yeah, you can get all types of hot merch over here. Don't forget that lighter bundle will include a nice little one-hitter for you. And check it out, RealDDC.com/merch.
Deal. Yes, sir.
Oh, fishing reports. What do you got? We'll go buy some weed on the res, and we're going to spend a lot of money, up like $60 for an 8.
This is just my buddy called me up yesterday. I'm one of my best friends from high school. We keep in touch, and he is in northern Georgia. And so he's like, bro, just got back, me and Pothead Assistant. And remember Pothead Assistant from way back in the day? They went and drove up to North Carolina from North Georgia to get them some illegal weed at the Cherokee Indian Reservation. It's kind of cool. It was expensive.
Do they still
It's a big operation. We got 70. They got 70 greenhouses there. They're the only game in the state, I believe, and they can do it since they're on the res. But I had to have their menu, the flower menu. It looks kind of expensive, man. I was looking here. Let's see here. I think an eighth was anywhere from we got a $55 eighth, a $50 eighth, $65 eighth. Like,
Jesus,
expensive, dude. That's not sharing your weed prices.
Yeah, that's expensive, man.
I love how the most expensive thing on the menu is the staff pick. We recommend that.
$55 eighth.
Oh, wait,
that's probably
here.
pre-tax, right?
Going down. Let's see what this is. Space Rocket Pineapple Express infused flower, $110 for an eighth. THC 65.93%.
Yeah, I'll take two.
What's it infused with?
THCP.
Great question. That word has been corrupted. Sometimes it means with concentrate. Sometimes it means infused with fake terps. Which is it? We got to figure that out. That's a big one.
That is
Infused.
Saying that infused can refer to strictly flavor and not any kind of cannabinoid.
Yeah, they're starting to say, oh, this joint's infused, but what it really means is fake terps. We got to figure that out, Banner.
That is not cool.
It's not cool.
Hey.
I'm not for that.
No.
It does, yeah. It gives you no information other than the effects are calm, happy, energetic, and relaxed. It doesn't say what they infused it with and what kind of weed was it before it was infused. And $110 an eighth is, dear God,
That is ridiculous.
But Scotty, it says they only have 10 left in stock. Do you do that when on the Real Grower site? There's only 2 recharge left.
And the price just went up.
I'm waiting for the pop-up that says 3 sold in the last 10 minutes.
Hey, can we start doing that? I'm going to work on that, right? Good stuff. I tell you what, switching gears a little bit, though, he mentioned to me casually, he goes, Michigan used to have the best price. I used to drive up there to get it. I was like, you're in Georgia. You used to drive to Michigan to get weed? But for some reason, he's like a traveling salesperson. So he would go to Michigan. He would always stock up on the weed. And he goes, it was so cheap. But now I saw this. Michigan lawmakers passed 24% cannabis wholesale tax.
Oh, my God.
Dealing devastating blow to the industry.
Holy crap.
So is that a benefit, though, if you're growing yourself and selling your own flower?
No, well, it's wholesale.
That's what I mean. Like, if you just grow your own, you don't have to buy it from anybody. You just sell it retail. Is that bad?
Yes, this is bad because it's squeezing all the little guy, everyone down the supply chain has to absorb that 25%, which means it's going to trickle to the consumer.
Unless you're like a fully integrated supplier.
I guarantee you they're figuring out a way to get their money from it. You have to sell it from the supplier to the retailer.
If there's a way to get around that.
Yeah.
It doesn't help anything out. Like I was talking to Michigan Matt, he's like, thank God we still have a medical grow license because it's not going to affect medical grow. And he said they're also, of course, getting everybody together to lobby against this. 25% increases on top of what's already there. I think he said it's going to get close to 40%. And that's just an insanity. And then what it also does is that makes people start to not follow the rules. Right? Fine, you're going to do this. We're not playing your game anymore. We're going to go back to the warehouse.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you noticed just over the years, Michigan Matt's been around for a long time. And just over the years, I'm just amazed at the amount of time and energy that he has to put into like regulatory kind of stuff. It's amazing. It's always changing. They're always like, it's just amazing how it's like not settled at all. It's always changing.
And now remember on top of that nothing is tax deductible. They can deduct nothing off their federal taxes. From people, me and Grambo were just sitting here being like, holy shit, we're in tax hell, man. We were talking to our accountants this morning. to have no deductions is crippling, man. You better be making a fortune.
Yeah, like I was telling you, I was like, oh, I might buy a new computer because it's tax deductible. But in the cannabis world, you ain't deducting nothing.
No, man,
Nothing.
no, it's a big deal. Hey, Grambo, would you click right below? I'm getting into it now, man. I put something on the format right there.
Okay.
Okay, so me and Banner were discussing this morning. I read this article, okay, and I was like, the 24% cannabis wholesale tax. And I didn't really, I wanted to know how it was going to relate to growers. I had questions. So I sat for about a half hour, all right, just talking to the chat GPT about it. And I said, hey, look, here's the article. What does this mean? I just like Banner was. I would ask a bunch of questions. I was like, what's it mean to growers, man? What's it going to mean to the DGC? How about all the people that have put all their efforts into growing this plant and building this industry? What does it mean to them? And it gave me, I worked for about a half hour and we came up with this article. I don't know. I thought it was cool, man. Are there any comments on below? Everybody hates chat, so I got to know. Yeah, okay, come on. There's some comments. It was really interesting. So I'm going to start putting these up. This is over in Scotty's feed over on realdgc.com. No, I didn't type every word out, but it is a collab between me and chat. So I'm going to try this. Hopefully y'all like it.
Wow, right on.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was good information. You don't want to feature any of the comments here because we got a couple. I'd say real quick. Why not? Code Bud.
Absolutely.
Code Bud's saying not even higher tax means higher price in general. If I know if I'm spending the same or more to someone who I know grows amazing weed, I'll give them my money before I give 25% to the government. Totally. Yeah, people are going to, that's what I'm saying. Doja Ridged, a 25% tax is just another form of prohibition. It will prohibit patients from their medicine, want to raise $1 billion a year, because that's their goal, I believe, close loopholes and have corporations actually pay taxes in Michigan. And in Ohio it's 21.5, and you have to be careful on the way to the dispensary. You could lose a wheel in the potholes in the roads. I didn't like, man, this travel around makes me nervous, Scotty. You're talking about your friend, like, oh, to stock up in Michigan, man. I would not like to be behind the wheel commuting. I'd have highway patrol in the back of my head, because when I drove through Tennessee recently from Pigeon Forge to Nashville, I believe, I don't know why I talk like that, but I saw so many highway patrol. Like, I was like, wow, like they really watching this. I'm not saying for weed or whatever, but I would just be not having a fun ride.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of weed and not even weed, just real drugs that go through.
Yeah, Ohio's infamous for
traffic
stop.
Yeah. Yeah, so is where you were at, man. Tennessee.
And it's to be considered too, this 24% tax or whatever, this is before your normal taxes. This is the wholesale tax. So if you're paying, like here in Denver, we have a 25% tax on weed. But if they decided to tax wholesale on top of that, now we're talking 51% tax. Crazy.
Is anything else taxed like that? Is there any other product or like?
No.
I really don't think so.
No, because they all have lobbyists. If you try to do that with beer or alcohol, there's lobbyists that say, hey, wait a minute, man. Don't you remember who got you reelected last year?
Hey, isn't it like the political solution where like it's unpopular to get rid of it, but you're against it and you have other interests? So the best solution is to like, okay, yeah, you can have it legal. Let's just make it really expensive.
Yeah. I just think they think it's a big windfall. Hey, man, it's weed. But meanwhile, weed's getting competitive.
And that's why Doja Ridge made a great point. So the 25% tax, just another form of prohibition. It is kind of right.
Yes.
Remember, all that money that you're spending out of your pocket to buy it is not going to any of the producers. It's going to tax.
And if you scroll up, Grambo, me and Chad made a good point. It's just going to freaking drive it to the free market, man.
Say no.
Yeah.
Just say no to higher cannabis taxes.
So you can just steal stuff and put it on your website, right, Grambo?
Of course.
All right. Good.
Of course. It's the American way.
I'll take a 25% tax versus trying to score weed in Indonesia. Dear God. This next article here, we got the U.S. basketball player facing execution in Indonesia over $400 worth of gummies. This article's titled in two ways. I had no idea there was like a league in Indonesia. That was kind of weird to me. And dude, facing that potential execution, wow. It's insanity.
That's insane.
Yeah, that is. But you know what, man? We do know this, right? There was a kid that was going to get killed in Singapore. Remember that? You can these countries do not mess around.
I'd say this is one we got to probably get loud on. Let's try to save Jared Shaw from execution for weed gummies.
Gee, well, yes.
I mean,
yes, we should.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I mean,
Personal use, no less.
yeah.
Oh my God. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Bad.
Is it too soon? Because there's like a video of they said, oh, the agents swarmed him in the lobby. There's like a TikTok video, and they said he was yelling. I'm like, why didn't he's like huge? He's like huge compared to most of Indonesia. Like he just swats them away, like takes off. But it is horrible, dude. I shouldn't laugh because that was, but I don't know, Scotty, did you already make the point? Like you just got to know the rules. Some places, like some rules are made to not be broken.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I would never go there. When I choose to travel, I really do choose to travel to cannabis-friendly destinations.
This is
how are you watching, Grambo?
I believe it's him being arrested.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And he is swatting him away like flies.
Oh, my God.
You are the flies, DeVito.
Uh-oh. He ain't swatting that thing away.
This is a bummer, man.
All right, turn it off. It's Saturday morning. Yes, man. But Jesus Christ, that's crazy, huh?
Yes, I agree. And with your travel comment, I try to not go places like I was fearing going to Tennessee. Not fearing. I can go without weed for some days. It's not like I have withdrawals until I found out the THCA hemp dispensaries are in Tennessee. But regardless, I came back to Canada a few times on accident from the DDC Cup. Like when you leave the DDC Cup, you better go through all your shiz good. All your pockets, every pocket on those. My shorts have a lot of pockets on your luggage. I've accidentally brought seeds back, a joint in my wallet. When I'm going, you don't want to go through customs with stuff you don't know.
Customs, no, but I am so surprised at how little TSA gives a shit about weed these days. Like, you have to work to get caught from TSA, and they probably just be like, "Yeah, go throw it out."
Yeah,
they do not want to bust you.
I told you, I got pulled out of line on the way back from one of my last trips, and they were like, "Sir, you got to come over here." I had a bunch of weed in there. I was like sweating. They pulled out a bottle of water. You can't have this.
Yes,
and so they moved all my weed out of the way, found the water. Like, all right, now go.
It is weird.
Like, sweet.
All right. Just my hemp roll. Would you find his GoFundMe, Grambo?
Yeah, if you guys want to go over there, it's just GoFundMe /8160CD13E. It's right there. Yeah, at least if you want to. He's only needs 24 grand. It's surprising how little they probably pay you in Indonesia to play basketball, but.
Yo, give us 24 grand. Well, there you go. That'd be cool.
He needs a lawyer.
So
support Bree Prestigio.
And meanwhile, in America, we can just touch on this one really quick, but I was just scrolling the news. Synthetic cannabis found after inmates and staffers sickened at Fishkill Correctional Facility. First off, it's in a jail. Fishkill jail is scary.
There's so many words in that sentence.
Yes,
that
we're sending you to Fishkill. But then again, so they got weed in the Fishkill, but somehow it got both the staff and the inmates sick. So the staff and the inmates are smoking the same shit. You're telling me, right?
So the legends are true.
Yeah.
You hear
Golly, man. Yeah.
Kill needs Greek and Dutch.
And fish is a slang for new inmates. So we got a new fish. So this is welcome to Fishkill.
Yeah, baby.
Oh.
Anyway, I just thought that was weird.
That's harsh. I don't like any of those words.
Yes.
Apparently, they have dogs that found the dogs can sniff now for synthetic cannabinoids. They found pens. I'm sure those are fairly unregulated, interesting.
We should get those at every dispensary. I'm going to walk into dispensaries with my synthetic cannabinoid sniffing hound.
Yeah. Maybe the basketball player can get transferred over to this jail, man.
I think he'd prefer it.
HCX yet?
Ooh, it's 60 times, man.
Elon, that sounds like an Elon production.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's do it, man. What else we got? Grambo, what you do this week, man?
I mean, I did, hung out with my kiddo and then had an awesome stream with Rasta Jeff, which YouTube then swiftly put into shadow ban, vanished to the phantom realm. So if you didn't see my hangout with Rasta Jeff, go over, just type Grambo into YouTube. You'll find me. It was a bummer, man. So yeah, we talked a little ganja science. We talked about flipping, but not how you think.
Whoa.
Dude's the master of flipping plants. I always assumed his golden goat that he used was a male. And he goes, no, I take my female, flip it every run, get the pollen from it, and then use that flipped, selfed pollen essentially to then pollinate regular females.
You really work hard not to get in trouble.
It's the words matter.
You don't want to get kicked out of the party, do you?
Yeah. So
I think we're okay to clone things, right? I talked about cloning things, Scotty Real 420 last week.
sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Always do a little best practices. What's your best cloning practice?
You know what? I told you I tried,
Uh-oh.
I didn't feel like buying plugs.
Right?
That's it. Cocoa. Man, I got to say, that's just rock solid.
Yeah. Just right in the cocoa?
Straight into cocoa and a solo with some drain holes on the bottom.
I might try it, man.
Works great, man.
All right, I'm going to try it, man. I'm going to try it next. I've been using, what do you do how do you get them in your dome? How do they fit in a dome that tall?
So you got to get like a nice dome that's tall enough, kind of like the AC Infinity dome with the middle section.
Uh-huh.
And they'll fit. And then once they're rooted, you can just take the top off and you're good to go. But yeah, they got a few inches of head space.
Deal.
I don't know.
Always got
I was seeing your O face here, Scotty. Clone like a pro.
Oh, look at that. This can't be true. I wonder what can't be true, man.
I want to click.
Yes.
Shout out Banner, that AC Infinity clone dome that's taller, or their whole cloning kit. Like if you need the whole damn light heat mat, light already has it's within a button, pre-programmed lighting schedules. Use code Dude Grows over there. Up your grow game. You'll find something pimp you need.
And then Dude Grows 10 if you want to save on Amazon.
It is. Yeah, I will say, it is a really nice piece of kit.
It's the only 2 clone domes I use.
The only downside is if you're like a mega cloner, like you need like 200 cuts or something.
Mega cloner.
You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyways.
Come on, dude.
I went to DDC Grow Talk, our channel, our other channel.
Yes.
Listen, fun, short, consumable content, usually on Grow, but sometimes we talk about culture and THCP. So search DDC Grow Talk if on your YouTube channel. And we had a THCP might be legal video, but you should not smoke it. And we had some good comments. Ray J coming in saying, if I don't grow it and I can't make it, I don't consume it. And I think now I kind of agree with that. I know you guys don't make, like, Banner's not making his own, what about you? Your pen? Do I call it your cart? I call it your cart. Is that?
But we trust how they're made. We know how they're made, and we trust the people that are making them. I only buy really good quality carts. I trust Laser Cat. I trust Green Dot. I trust Binsk. I don't, when they offer me something that looks good, but it's, not Natty Rims. Yeah, but these are all. I researched how they grow. Natty Rims grows their own stuff.
Yeah. The other thing, by the way, since we're talking about it, is the cart themselves, the cartridge, are not the same from brand to brand.
No, that can be
one of the reasons that I like the Green Dot is because they have the borosilicate glass and like it's metal.
How somebody does something is how they do everything
nicely. Yeah. Like quality materials that don't off gas and whatnot.
Yeah, it's not all the same stuff.
There's a difference.
All right. Well, I got another comment from Smog. Says I had to go to the doctor. Does that mean anything? Is that just how they end at YouTube? Smog SP. Is that anything hit there, Grambo?
That's a good question.
Like dragon?
Like Smaug?
Smaug?
We'll go with Smog. We'll go. Says I had to go to the doctor because of the CBD conversion carts or conversation clips. Burnt my lungs up. You're not supposed to put sulfuric acid in your lungs. Nasty stuff. Now, you're not actually putting sulfuric. That's like a part of the process they use to convert over to take like raw hemp type CBD and turn it into the.
So what you do, it's called isomerization. I remember this because in the Cannabis Alchemy book, I was like, this is where I'm done. But you would take, dilute the CBD in 10 parts or whatever, solvent. And I think it was ether. And then you would put a drop per every gram of sulfuric acid in there while it's, I think they called it refluxing. You had to have a magnetic stir and then it had to be boiling and, whatever. They had this reflux thing. You needed a distillation column for it. It was complicated. And then at the end, you had to wash it. So you had to take this stuff and you had to neutralize the acids that were in that, the sulfuric acid. And you only did that by washing it with baking soda. And you had to do it several times. And that's how you would neutralize the acids. And it It was an incredible amount of work. I can imagine there's a lot of shortcuts, and I can imagine a lot of shortcuts are being taken right now.
Well, I mean, if you could make it, Ray J said he would consume it. So I guess it just depends on how skilled you are. Little technician.
I learned the rules, though, man. You can't buy a gallon of ether, but you can buy 4 liters of it, though.
All right, it's time for some fun stuff. We're gonna play. What did he say? DJ Rez, producer. Thank you. DJ Rez came up with a little fun game here. We already did Scotty. Basically, you got a bubble above Grambo and one-eyed cats fill them in. You guys come up with quotes, and whoever gets the most light win.
What the hell? It's all fun and games until you're on the hot seat. I see this picture. I go, oh boy.
There's like 19 frames per second, and there's about 1,700 hours on the internet. Yeah, great.
I love it though.
DJ Rez has got some banana and fruit genetics hooking it up, and these are good, man. And apparently, guys, our votes were worth $10 or $10, 10 each. And I did not have I'm gonna make time to vote next time around, but we did have somebody crush it. Let's feature a few of these.
All right. So as you know, it starts out with just a blank bubble, and then people come in and they'll start putting stuff in there. And I don't know which ones to even feature. Do you want to pick, Scott?
I keep scrolling, and there appear the bushes near.
That induces lots of fear to me. No, keep those bushes, trim those bushes,
I like
up trim, lollipop those things.
That's awesome.
Culver Creek, Scott. I thought that was a 2,000 milligram edible. What is a suppository?
Wait, hang on. Go. What was the other one, man? Hang on. There you go. If you use a cannabis enema, you get stoned off your ass. Look at your face on that one. You're deep thinking Grambo there, man.
Yeah. Wow. That's an old one. I made that picture in 2019 as
you did?
Yeah, as a classic. Yeah, that's
what I use.
AI.
You gotta age it. No? You gotta age it a little, bro.
Well, that was 2019, 6 years ago. I was a young man.
Oh, these are good, man.
All right, that's the one that won. So we'll keep going a little.
That's the one that won?
Yes. Scotty cleared his throat again.
More Mullen.
Mullen.
Oh no, we didn't feature the winner yet, did we?
No, we haven't featured. I skipped past it there. What do you got here? But now this one's legit. But I got snipped. How can it be mine? I'm waiting. Yeah. I'm waiting for that phone call. I'm waiting for it.
That's a little Grambo gross.
What's this one?
Oh my God.
Oh, come on. No sharded. Get out of here.
Oh no, man.
And here's something I've never said. Wait, that's too dank. Although I did smoke this brand new strain that's out of Michigan, Midnight Roots. It's called the Catfish. And it truly was like, it pushed my limit of like, that might be too dank. It's called the Smoked Catfish. Check it out. Midnight Roots. Oh man, it was dank.
No, wait, too dank like taste or like it smelled bad?
It was offensive. The flavor of it. I smoked it. I was like, that is like pushing my palate limit.
Was it similar to the vomit?
It was a little vomit, this Banner. I want to get some for you. I got to get some smoked catfish for Banner because I think you'll really appreciate it's nuanced.
All right, because the vomit was like really offensive.
Yes.
Hey, scroll down to $2, man.
$2.
Keep going. What Pretty good.
There's so many.
Yeah, there are so many, man. There are so many.
I don't know why. Growcat. Do farts have lumps?
Yeah, we're getting to it. Yeah.
It made me laugh, if nothing else.
$2 says, did he say monkeys are slutty?
What the hell?
The
monkeys are slutty. Well, they are. Bonobos are.
That's a good one.
That's just facts.
I like real moments with Scotty Real.
That's a good one, man.
Yeah. Well,
who's the winner?
I have to show at least one more TGJ, because I was expecting this one. Drop the poo emojis in chat, y'all.
Yeah.
If you're Gramborg, you know. If you know, you know. But yeah, we can show the winner here. This was Ohio Terp Queen, an awesome contributor to the. She's becoming the queen. Like her and Backtopia are running the show over there, ladies.
Wow. Who's reading it? I'll read it. Right. Looks like a keeper Fino on Tinder. Turned out she was a straight hermie.
Yeah. That's rarer than you would think, but not. It has happened.
If you please.
It's
Are
happened.
you even allowed to say that anymore, Grambo?
We call it selfing now.
Yeah, thank you. All right.
Her selfie was selfed.
Huh.
No questions, man. No questions. Thank you, TJ Perez. I believe you can message him right on Real DDC or message me. I think we did that right. Banner's up next, apparently. So good times, man. Love it. Thank you all.
Banner, you're up next.
Like 100 some comments.
It was seriously Banner's up next.
Banner's up next.
Yeah. All right. I can't wait. Man. Good stuff, man.
There yet. You're missing out on a community of almost 7,000 growers. RealDGC.com. Going over there. It's free to join, peruse around. If you had a laugh and help grow, giving you some company. RealDDC.com/upgrade. $10 a month pays itself back in grower dividends and great feelings. Good feelings, man. Makes your belly warm.
I love it. It's great hanging out this Saturday, boys, ladies, and gentlemen. Take it easy, oh yeah.